a lot of people out here talk about CBIA struggle, or even just business in general struggle. The government has the same challenge, balancing the needs of big business, with small business. And as much as people make business a monolith, I think we all know that the needs of Pratt & Whitney and the needs of IT Direct or whatever don't always converge. How do you foresee being able to kind of thread that needle?
It's different services, right? It's different value props. And that's what CBI has done a good job of over the years. We talked about that list of member services. Not a lot of them would probably apply to the big companies, or maybe the big companies wouldn't utilize them. I think some area that's been interesting that they both utilize is early on, we have an HR service. So if you're a CBI member, you call a number and you get an HR professional, and they help you with business policies, handbooks, sexual harassment training, whatever it may be. And mostly our small and mid-sized businesses use that. During COVID, some of our larger members were calling them and saying, okay, what's the COVID handbook? What's, a lot of these guidelines out here, they're really confusing. So I think the businesses, even though they had all these resources that they do have in HR and legal, were just as confused as the small and mid-sized businesses, because things were changing every day. In fact, at the CMC, we sent an email out fairly early during the crisis. I want to say it was maybe the third week of March, right when the state was shutting down. And I sent an email to the leaders as the chair of the CMC and said, people are going to be relying on you all as the leaders of your organizations and all the members that you have to navigate through this very fluid time that it sounds like we're going to have. So I think it makes sense, instead of us meeting every month, maybe we should meet 3 times a week or every day or what have you. And we decided to meet 3 times a week. And sure enough, things were changing so fast. I wish I could say I was that smart. I wasn't that smart. I was concerned myself personally running a business and wanted to lean on those folks to help me get through that time. And we continue to meet 2 times a week. So we met from 3 times a week to 2 times a week during COVID, because things are changing so quickly. And that's how it's been for the large companies too. So there are some services that go across all of them. Otherwise, it's just different value props. A lot of the big companies rely on us to be an extension of their government affairs and lobbying group, and go up there and advocate for, lower taxes or no tax increases and pro-business regulations. Well, the small and mid guys want that just as much too. So, that's an area where they certainly intersect and cross over from each other. And then if there are areas where, there may be a conflict, which I would struggle with, to try to understand what those areas would be. We've just got to understand what's important for the vast majority of folks in Connecticut.